A lot of people have asked, are the family or families of May dead? Like, are they not alive? How come it appears like she's the only one fighting, or she's the only one just keeping her cool? You know what I mean? Like, when Judy Austin speaks, we often see our sister come out to say one or two things. You know what I mean? Our sister will come to speak. Why is it that May does not have anyone speaking on behalf of her in our family? This has always been the conversation out there, and it is obvious that the ALIGWEs are not talkative. They are not the type that will come out on social media, ridicule themselves and all of that. Well, they said enough is enough. The other time, the kinsmen of May called EDOCHIE, and they said, look, we are not going to have this anymore. They presented themselves honorably. They presented themselves and spoke their mind. Well, the reason why, for those who are asking questions, the reason why the ALIGWEs have not, the reason why they have refrained from social media response and all of that is because of the child that May lost, one, and two, because of the children that May and YUL had together. They said May has been in this family for a long time, and because both of them have issues between themselves, that does not mean that they will jump and begin to come on social media to rant and fight like they already had some internal crisis. They said, no, we never had internal crisis. So we are not going to act this way. But that does not give permission to the EDOCHIEs to ridicule their sister, to mess her up, to bully her, to do all sort of terrible things. They said, no, that does not give permission to that. She has family also. Now, May has a sister who is domiciled outside of Nigeria. Same body shape. They look almost alike. She has never gone on social media to write trash. She kept her cool, maintained her status as a respectable person. EDOCHIE has portrayed himself as someone who is unruly, insensitive. There is nothing that he has not done on social media. The latest is the pastoral thing that is out there, talking about. Well, the ALIGWEs, they have decided to make move. They have decided to make move, not because of social media rants, not because of Judy Austin's trash and all of that. No, not because of that. No, not because of that. To the ALIGWEs, that's nothing. That's nothing. Makes no difference to them. The major problem is the divorce that EDOCHIE and probably his family are manipulating. They want this to be like, we do not want to get into this and talk to our sister and tell her this is what you have to do, run away from him, kick him out. They want her to make decisions herself. If she calls them, requesting, like some kind of emotional support or request for advice or suggestion, they will, but they will not jump quickly into it and begin to tell her what to do. So they said, no, we will not keep quiet. This is taking too long and it is not acceptable. Moreover, the idea of YUL EDOCHIE and May living together, either the house, their house is divided into two. They said, no, none of those things will work. YUL EDOCHIE cannot be, and let us be sincere, is it going to make sense for that house to be divided into two? YUL EDOCHIE gets its own portion. Do you think life will make any sense to be so close to your enemy, to someone? And when I say enemy, I'm not just talking of YUL EDOCHIE alone. I'm talking specifically of Judy Austin. The family of the ALIGWEs are asking, what are you guys up to? What are you guys saying here? Are you saying that our own daughter, having worked and stressed herself this long, with YUL EDOCHIE, obviously, these ALIGWEs they are not removing the fact that YUL EDOCHIE also put in his own quota in the building of that house. They are not erasing that fact out. They are not saying, no, it's not true. They are not saying it's only our daughter that did it. That would be, that would not make sense, isn't it? So they are saying, so what you are trying to tell us is that our own daughter should accept, because that is what the ALIGWEs, that is the vibe that they are getting from the EDOCHIEs. Yes, you might be wondering, yes, that is the vibe that they are getting. They still believe that somehow they can speak to May to accept polygamy. Accepting of polygamy equals to Judy Austin moving into a property, moving to a house that she did not in any way invest the quota. Back then, if you remember that the mother of this Juju Austin claimed that her daughter has a share in that house. She claimed that her daughter has invested in that house, that some of the monies that her daughter got from movie directing this and that, and from Mr. Obasi, that money, that she invested it into YUL EDOCHIE, and that gives her the right. That's what she said. That it gives her the right to lay claim. That's what she said. So the ALIGWEs are saying, no, this is not possible. This is not acceptable. You guys cannot, you can't just continue to fool us and tell us that we have to accept this. We are not going to accept this anymore. Do you expect our sister, having worked, hustled, done a lot of things, to now accept Judy Austin, step into the house, enjoy herself like she worked for it? They said, no, we will not accept this. This is the discussion that is going on right now. Because the family of the EDOCHIEs and the families of the ALIGWE, this is the bone of contention. Apart from what is in court, they are still looking for ways to resolve this separation, divorce, and all of that. They believe that they can work something around it. You guys might be wondering, why is it that this divorce has not, been finalized? The reason I've pointed out to you, YUL EDOCHIE is not ready to relinquish that house. He's not ready to relinquish the house. Not at all. I read comment. People said that house will be worth 200 million, 250, 300 million. That's a lot of money. I think that house will be worth 200 million. Let's put it there. That is why May requested for 100 million. Yeah, she knows that this house will be worth this amount now. That is why she's requesting for that amount of money. She's requesting for 100 million from YUL EDOCHIE, plus or minus, even if the house is worth 150 million, sorry. She's requesting for 100 million. Like, even if you say you want to get half of this house, let's sell the house, you want your money, you have to pay me 100 million naira. Do you guys get how smart she is? So these are the things that they are dealing with. That is why the divorce has not gone through. YUL EDOCHIE is not ready to relinquish the house. He wants to still maintain and live there. If the house is going to be sold, well, for me, I think it's okay. It's just that I won't be able to get the same. And don't forget, that's the first ever that YUL EDOCHIE had in his life or has in his life. So there is this connection that he has to that house. So these are part of the reason why this divorce thing, it's not about drop my surname, pay back the bride price. No, those are little things. What's bride price? How much did he pay? Or how much is it? That's nothing. Take off my surname. What is that? That's nothing. The most important is the financial burden, is the money aspect of it. Pay me 100 million. I want my house back. I want half of the house. That is the problem. So these are the issues that are being discussed by the ALIGWEs and the EDOCHIEs. I don't know what your suggestions are to this. What's your suggestion to this one? Drop it in the comment section.